out too, and they're racing in the first, and Midnight Smoker out fairly the outside. Mystic Outlaw got away fast, and Sir Richie shows pace with Noble John, and close quarters wider out as they leap the first of 11. Hibernian Prince easing in behind them, as is Bacchus, who's about sixth or so on the rail. Coming down towards the second jump in the race now, Mystic Outlaw got over it well, brushed with Fame back towards the tail, scrambled over it and dropped out last. Here's the third hurdle coming up now, and it's Mystic Outlaw leading from Noble John, Sir Richie third, close quarters fourth. The leader went right through it. Willie Watt hit at midfield. Bacchus went through on his inside. Then Jarl, Hibernian Prince towards the end. Yahoo, followed by Midnight Smoker, and last is Brush with Fame after that early awkward jump. Out of the straight now, 8 obstacles in front of them, out towards the 2,000 metres now, and Mystic Outlaw made play for Willie Harnett by 3 lengths. Noble John second on the inside of Sir Richie, close quarters is fourth. Bacchus is now fifth on the inside, 3/4 of a length to Jarl, 1 to close quarters, and then Hibernian Prince as they leap the first, the Riverside. Hibernian Prince jumping it high, followed by Yahoo, Midnight Smoker, and Brush with Fame 4 lengths away. The pace has gone into the race at the 1,700 metres, and Mystic Outlaw stretching the field out a bit, leads by a little over a length to Noble John as they leap this one. Sir Richie in third placing, Bacchus on the rails fourth, close quarters ahead away fifth the outside. 1.5 to Willie Watt on the inside, trailed by Jarl, and then Midnight Smoker, a neck Hibernian Prince, and then Yahoo as they leap the hurdle near the 1,400, and Brush with Fame as last of all. 15 lengths covered the field out by the 1,400, and Mystic Outlaw tried to do it all. He leads by a length. In second placing on the outside, Sir Richie. Noble John is third on the rails as they leap this jump, being followed by close quarters. Bacchus has had a good trail. 1.5 lengths Hibernian Prince starting a run around Jarl, and then Midnight Smoker as they go to the next one. Back behind them 3 lengths away is Yahoo, followed by Brush with Fame, and Willie Watt dropped out to last. He's not travelling well. He might be pulled out of the race. Mystic Outlaw went by the 1,000 metres. The third last one looms in his sights now. Over it he goes by a length to Sir Richie. Close quarters out wider, and Noble John the rail. 2 to Bacchus. 5th the inside from Jarl, Hibernian Prince, Midnight Smoker. Long break Brush with Fame and Yahoo. And Willie Watt's been pulled up at the 800. Coming around the turn now, 2 to get over. 600 left to go. And it's Mystic Outlaw narrowly from close quarters. Noble John's been on the pace all the way. He's going for a run between the 2 leaders. Then Sir Richie. There's a run presenting on the inside for Bacchus now. He's coming through along the rails. And then Jarl into the straight, 2 to get over. Mystic Outlaw led Noble John, Bacchus in close quarters. Mystic Outlaw wrapped it. Bacchus coming through on the inside with a strong run. Jarl in close quarters with Noble John and Sir Richie are putting in claims. They're across the track. Mystic Outlaw led narrowly from Bacchus. Wider out Jarl with a run from Sir Richie. Noble John in close quarters. Mystic Outlaw with 100 to go in front. Sir Richie claiming him. Mystic Outlaw finds. He finds about a neck, and Mystic Outlaw all the way beats Sir Richie in a great hurdle. Third placing to Jarl from Bacchus, every chance on the inside fourth. Then close quarters, a break to Noble John, and then Midnight Smoker never came into it from Hibernian Prince. Yahoo, Brush with Fame is the last to go over the line, and Willie Watt was pulled up with about 800 metres left to go. Starter on the platform, and they're racing, and Tom Carews in the middle of the line began well. Sunday Shoes on the outside got away okay, and so did Sesamin. Going very quickly as Environs finding the lead as they've crossed out towards the flat now. 950 metres left to go, and Sunday Shoes, the grey, moved up on the outside and sped across to go to the lead now ahead of Environs. And Stackaway is right behind the grey in third placing, followed wider out by Prince Ali. They're trailed in behind those by Dantana and Saints Union, and getting back to the tail, Sesamin and Tom Carews is last of the 8. They've gone by the 600 metre mark, and the leader is Sunday Shoes, out a little over a length to Stackaway, and Virons right behind them on the inside. Prince Ali is deep at Dantana to the rail, and then came Saints Union, Sesamin and Tom Carews. 300 left to go now. Sunday Shoes in front of Stackaway, and Virons third the rail, followed by Dantana into the clear, and Tom Carews 3 lengths away. Sunday Shoes at the 150, tackled by Dantana out wide, and Stackaway in the centre. Sunday Shoes is giving something though. The Greys kicking well. Sunday Shoes holds them out, and Sunday Shoes beat Dantana by a length. Stackaway a neck away third, and they were followed by Environs, and then Tom Carews, who battled in the run home with Sesamin. Saints Union is next to last, and Prince Ali dropped out along last.
attendant with her. Racing this time, nice even start too, and the New Zealand filly Flying Class got the best of it and leads about a length on settling down from Fatoon, Brief Embrace, followed by Je Desire, and then Our Teacher's Pet and Salome, followed by Smash, and Kidman drops out to last. Flying Class is the leader as they settle fully into stride, and she's 3/4 of a length clear at the 800. On Fatoon, a length away, third is the favourite, Brief Embrace around Je Desire. Then Teacher's Pet, followed by Salome the inside. Second last is Smash, and last of all is Kidman. This is the pattern working along towards the 600 pole, and Flying Class shows the way, 3/4 of a length on Fatoon, 2.5 to Brief Embrace on the outside of Je Desire. 2 further back is Salome, then Our Teacher's Pet, 1 to Smash, and a length further off is Kidman. Around the corner, McAvoy pulling Brief Embrace out to throw out the challenge to Fatoon, who headed the New Zealand filly Flying Class, and Brief Embrace is coming out after Fatoon, then Je Desire, Salome, and Kidman on the extreme outside from Smash. Brief Embrace having a struggle to get to Fatoon, 100 to go. It's Fatoon more than a length on Brief Embrace, and then Kidman, but it's all Fatoon, and Fatoon wins the money. Fatoon from a tighty between Brief Embrace and Kidman, and Smash getting home well, looking for longer. Then Salome, Je Desire, Flying Class a distant second last, at Absolute was Our Teacher's Pet. And a little slow to go was Wild Heart, and the best to land was Yell. Yell leads the favourite Snowland, and neck on settling third Prime Century. Tacas is running fourth, 2 to Wild Heart, and a half length the minority. Yell in front about a half length or so in Snowland as they drive down to the 750. 2.5 away third is Prime Century, shading Tacas in the centre. Wild Heart is over on the inside, and a couple of lengths further off is Minority. Yell, putting on a reasonable speed, makes the run down by the 650, 3/4 of a length on Snowland. 2.5 to Prime Century wide, Tacas in the middle, being pushed along a shade, and likewise Wild Heart, and 3 lengths to Minority as they commence the run around the corner in the Todman Slipper Trial. And Yell and Rodney Quinn coming about 3 horses off the inside rail, straightens up about a half length on Snowland, being called upon now by Chris Muntz and the 2 fancied horses. A race for Tacas, and then Prime Century down to the 200. Yell the inside, and Snowland little between them, 4 to Tacas. Yell the inside, and Snowland. Snowland's got a battle on his hands here. Snowland put his nose in front of Yell. Oh, he's a professional racehorse, and on the line Snowland about a short neck to Yell. Third home was Tacas, then Prime Century, Minority second last, and Wild Heart was last.
Now, with his wife and family, and says that his travelling days are behind him, and he got a great reception on return to scale, giving the high fives to the crowd as he came back down the Roses race. It's terrific. I'm sure we're going to see him establish himself as one of the top jockeys in Melbourne again. Now, Tiffany's Best has moved up into line. We're not far off a start. Here's Belle Princess coming in now, and Zacobi is going to be the last to move in for the third of the day. Makarova, well tried as the favourite. Belle Princess is a well tried second pick in the race, and they do dominate betting. Tickle My, a solid third elect, just about right now. 1600, they're away and racing. Makarova jumping fast on the inside and away quickly. Blue Marween is going to settle back a little though. Tiffany's Best began quickly. Hula Wonders pressing on out wider, and Grange Hill not far off the pace. Tiffany's Best went to the lead by the 1400, led by 2 lengths. Hula Wonder quickly moving up, and Grange Hill getting to third on the outside, so Makarova ends up fourth the rail. 2 lengths further back as Blue Marween. Belle Princess is on the inside. A length and a half further back as Flying Spice, and then came Tickle My and Zacobi. Tiffany's Best ensures a fast run race out near the 1,000 metres, led by 2 Hula Wonder. Makarova third the inside, nearly a length. Grange Hill fourth. 2.5 then to Belle Princess. Ahead on the outside to Blue Marween. 3 lengths away then Flying Spice outside Tickle My and 2 Zacobi. Tiffany's Best at the 800. She strung the field out. About 10 or 12 lengths would cover them up towards the turn, and it's Tiffany's Best from Hula Wonder. Makarova third the inside from Grange Hill. 1.5 to Blue Marween. Belle Belle Princess coming through on the inside, followed then by Tickle My and Flying Spice, who's under the whip, and Zacobia's last. Tiffany's Best at the 500, straightened for the run in by Two Hula Wonder. Macarova's come away from the rail, and she looks to be travelling super. In behind those horses, Belle Princess getting into the clear, and Tickle My down the outside. Tiffany's Best at the 250 lead. Now Macarova under pressure, shown the whip. She's starting to close, and Tickle My's coming with a good run. Tiffany's Best grabbed now by Tickle My with Macarova in the centre. Tickle My's coming home the better though. Fast run race she's enjoyed, and she's drawing away, and Tickle My went on to beat Tiffany's Best by a length and a quarter. Macarova every chance third. A gap Belle Princess, Hula Wonder, Blue Marwina, Long Break Zacobi, followed in then by Grain Chill and Flying Spices last to greet the judge. Tickle My the winner. Scott Seymour carried the 58 kilos, 135.4. Number one Tickle My to pay $4.90 and $1.80. Tiffany's Best has done very well, holding on second placing to pay $5.40, and third to Macarova, number 6, written by Luke Curry, will return $1.30. In 135.4, it's Tickle My first, Tiffany's Best second, and Macarova in third place. The official fourth went to number 7, Belle Princess, and fifth was number 4, Blue Marwina. Well, third run back in from a spell. She just loves the firm surface and a fast run race. Everything went according to plan for her. She nearly fell at her last start, got into serious trouble around the home turn at Moonee Valley. She's won a 10th from 37, been placed on 8 other occasions, and Scott Seymour continuing his whirlwind form at the moment. 1, 3 and 6 favourite, very disappointing. Macarova out in that third position there. Race 4 next over the 2000, take out 5 and 8. Blinkers again, 3 trousers. Vlad Durick rides 4 Condi's Fair. The fourth event at 2:20.
Yeah, Luke Curry had Macarova apparently jogging, but when he went for her, there wasn't quite so much there. Now, first 4 at Flemington will pay $2,678.30. 1, 3, 6 and 7. Larry Olsen at Doomben. Awesome Weather has been the favourite or favoured runner.
I think the punters can expect them to race very well. Probably the best, I feel, might be Solitary Soldier in the last, a highly promising horse, making a big step up to the older horses, but he's done nothing wrong. Ha Ha against Sunline. Certainly the conditions favour Sunline, I guess, over Ha Ha. I think on top of the ground she's a really dynamic filly, but she will give Sunline a hell of a run for her money today. And I wouldn't discount Primrose Sands from getting a piece of the action in that either. She was only a couple of lengths from Sunline in the spring, and 1500 on a slow track, she just might be thereabouts.
Steve, I was impressed with Snowland's win today in the Todman Slipper Trial.
Yeah, he's an absolute professional. I said to Gay after the race, did Chris say that he had anything up his sleeve? And I think he had a little bit up his sleeve, not much. They ran faster time than the fillies this week, and he's just spot on for the Golden Slipper.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Steve Brem there, and tote favourite for the next event is Glenn from the Hawks stable at $2.90. Wayne Harris now joins me with the late mail. Your thoughts?
Well, Joe, gee, I reckon it's the trickiest race of the day. It's only a small field, and none of them have got great wet form. I've ended up sticking with number 1, Life is Beautiful, only because she's a class horse. Got to share her weight. She's second up here, in saying that she has had a trial since her first up run. She has been placed on dead tracks. She had a couple of runs on slow and heavy and been a little bit disappointing, but has been in better class races too, so she looked good in the parade. I can only go on what I've seen in the parade, so I'll put her on top. Actually, the best looker was number 6, Glenn, and he's probably the one that they backed on course more than anything. I worry about him. He has won 2 out of his past 3 starts, but in between those 2 wins was a pretty ordinary run on a heavy track. I know this is only slow today, but he just on looks alone, I had to throw him in. He is a pace runner too, so he'll be up on the speed most of the way. He did lead all the way last start at Ranvet and win, and I just thought he was one you got to throw in there. Just hope that he gets through the slow going all right. Number 8, Calasia. She was a good winner of the Orange Cup last start. Bit of a jumping grade for her here today. Being by Carla Dancer, she should get through the going. She has been placed on a heavy track. Never been able to win on any type of wet track she's been on, but she seems to get through it all right. I just thought number 7, Power Away, looked quite fit today. I know his recent runs have been, well, take him or leave him, you know, and he is by marauding. A lot of them don't get through the going, but he is a half-brother to Tie the Knot out of that mare Whisk, who is by Wesky Road, who loved wet, so it might be his day-to-day to do something. He's got Robert Thompson on today, pretty good horseman. I'm sure he might be able to get him to do something here today, but they're the way I've marked them, 1, 6, 8 and 7, but I tell you what, it could go any way this race, Joe.
Okay, an interesting affair, the next here at Rosehill Gardens, the third on the program, and post time is due in 3 minutes.
Okay, Joe.
At any tick of the clock. Any one of the 7 could win here. A little bit of movement as I look over to that big screen in around about gate 3 and also to about gate 6 and now gate 2. Anyway, they're off and racing in the fine and dandy, and as they come into my clear view, and Life is Beautiful is the early leader. Glenn is going to take it on, and quickly Beedman drives Glenn to the front. About a length and a half on Repeater and Life is Beautiful, followed by Carl Alicia, then Paraway. Next to last is Splendid Retreat, and Star of the Seas has dropped out last as they complete almost 400 metres, and Glenn bowls along in the lead, about 2 lengths nearly on Life is Beautiful as they swing into and go round the first corner. Third is Repeater, and fourth is the grey mare ridden by Bernadette Cooper, Carl Alicia. Paraway next on the inner, the half-brother to Tie the Knot. Next to last on Paraway's outside is Splendid Retreat ridden by Greg Childs, and 2 lengths to Star of the Seas. Darren Beedman allowed to dictate to suit himself on Glenn, and down the back of the track it's Glenn by a length on Life is Beautiful with Repeater third. They're at the 1200. Fourth is Carl Alicia, and then about 2 lengths to Paraway on the inside of Splendid Retreat, and Star of the Seas lobs along at his leisure at the rear at about 8 lengths from Glenn, who makes the run onto the far corner at the 1000, so they've travelled halfway now, and Glenn by 3/4 of a length on Life is Beautiful, and then Repeater, Carl Alicia, Paraway from Splendid Retreat, and still 2 lengths or so Star of the Seas. There hasn't been any change in the pattern for quite a way, and as they leave the 800 peg behind them, it's Glenn from Crown Lodge leading the way from Life is Beautiful in the colours of the Queen Mother. Third posse on the rails, Repeater, as they quicken marginally from Carl Alicia. Paraway going through nearer to the inside from Star of the Seas, and Splendid Retreat. They're packing up a little coming to the corner, and Glenn joined on the inside by Repeater. And as they set sail for the judge, Repeater on the inside, ahead in front now from Glenn. To Carl Alicia, Life is Beautiful struggles, and then Star of the Seas. Repeater at the 220, kicked away about a length or so. Glenn, he struggles, followed by Carl Alicia, but it's Repeater in front, 120 to go. Little Lenny Beasley on Repeater has a peep to the right, to the left, and another one to the right. No worries, little Len. Repeater's too good. Repeater beat Carl Alicia and Glenn from Star of the Seas, Splendid Retreat, Life is Beautiful, and Paraway. Number 3, Repeater. Lenny Beasley. Lenny on Repeater over the last 150 was a bit like a person crossing the road where the signals were inoperable. You look to the right, you look to the left, you look to the right again, and then you proceed with caution. But there was no caution needed there with Len on Repeater. She outclassed them, as it turned out, and he had no trouble going up on the inside as they came around the home corner. So I just wonder whether that section of ground 3 or 4 out off the inside rail is not quite as bad as what some jockeys might think. But anyway, we'll wait and see. What will Greg Childs do on Sunline? Will he take her about 3 or 4 off the fence as they come around the home corner and into the straight? Anyway, that's something that we'll know a little later in the day. Here are the numbers coming up. 3, 8, 6 and 4 in the previous. 3 Repeater, Lenny Beasley first. 2 out of 3 for Len. Fatoon the first winner, he booted home. And Repeater at $8 and $3.70. Number 8 is second. That is Carl Alicia. Bernadette Cooper has paid $4.10. No third for number 6, Glenn, ridden by Darren Beedman. Number 4, the official fourth. Now the Quinella has paid a dividend of $32.90, exact of $59, the trifecta $218.60, and the first 4, 3864, $837.10. Winners by Senor Pete from Calon Segur, trained by Gay Waterhouse, a winning double for Gay, and she's just starting to sneak away again in the Jockeys Premiership. The winner scored by a length in the Trainers Premiership. Let's have a look at those statistics now. Gay is on, she's on 90. That was her 90th winner for the season.
Yeah, flying along with that double today. Len Beasley a winning double. Bernadette Cooper, who rode the runner-up, was on board Repeater last Saturday night in the Canterbury Guinea. So ran a good race as well. But Carl Alicia gutsy, but runner-up today. Cheltenham, that
thing again. So we've got $2.20 for Phar's turn, $4.60 Stravana. He's a little better on track than that, and Trousers at $5. Tansman is set this time, and they're ready to go. 2,000 for the fourth, all clear. Off they go. Phar's Turn actually won the jump. Silk Shamrock got away fast and went to second immediately, and they're followed by Cavallo Bruno. Trousers pushing through on the inside into fourth placing, followed by Tansman, and they're trailed by Stravana outside Condi's Fair from Yellow Limit and Brorama Star. Phar's Turn in front today, though, and passing the 1,700 metres, he led Silk Shamrock by 3/4. Cavallo Bruno is over on the outside, being closely followed by Trousers on the rail. They were being followed about a half a length away by Stravana, who's outside Condi's Fair, and Brorama Star at the tail of the field in company with Yellow Limit. They go by the 1,400 metres now, and Phar's Turn led. He's out by 3/4. Silk Shamrock second. After being caught wide, Tansman improves to get into third placing, followed by Cavallo Bruno outside Trousers by the 1,200. 2 lengths further back is Stravana, Condi's Fair, and a length and a half away Brorama Star and Yellow Limit. Phar's Turn came up the side and heads to pass the 1,000-metre mark narrowly from Silk Shamrock and Tansman, who's had no luck. A length Cavallo Bruno, who's outside Trousers. 2 lengths Stravana, Condi's Fair, and then Brorama Star and Yellow Limit up towards the 800-metre mark and the home turn, and Yellow Limit led narrowly. Silk Shamrock the outside, Tansman is third, a length and a half to Cavallo Bruno outside Trousers. They're followed by Stravana, who's called on under pressure to make some ground, and then Condi's Fair, Brorama Star and Yellow Limit. Phar's Turn into the straight at the 500 from Silk Shamrock. Tansman wider out, and then Stravana, who seemed to skid a little bit coming around the turn. Brorama Star the widest, but Phar's Turn led at the 300-metre mark. He's out by about 2 lengths. Brorama Star with a fast burst down the outside, and then Cavallo Bruno, followed by Silk Shamrock and then Stravana, but Brorama Star raced to the lead. Phar's Turn found nothing. Cavallo Bruno's in second placing, and then Silk Shamrock, but Brorama Star in front. He holds them out, and Brorama Star wins it a little over a length. Cavallo Bruno's second. Silk Shamrock might have got third, ahead of Condi's Fair. They're followed by Yellow Limit, Stravana. Phar's Turn third from last. He put nothing into the finish, followed in by Tansman, who's second last, and Trousers last of all. Brorama Star the winner, fresh back from his sojourn down in Tasmania. With 58.5 kilos, he sprinted very quickly at the 350 metres and won easily. Phar's Turn leading up today, and he put nothing into the finish at all. First time he's led, and he was beaten 300 metres out. Second, number 2, Cavallo Bruno, and third goes to 9, Silk Shamrock. Placings are 1, 2 and 9 in 2:1.6. Gee, they are running on from the back today. Brorama Star, he's got a little quality, this horse, when he's right. They've had a few problems with him. He won a race at Geelong very narrowly at the end of January, but he'd broken part of his hoof away. They pressed on with the Tasmanian campaign. He ran 4th in the Hobart Cup, lost his rider in the Ledger, and he was well back in the Launceston Cup. But he's come back, and obviously they've got him patched up and right for this. And his turn of foot was dazzling and left Phar's Turn in his wake with about 300 metres to go. Cavallo Bruno battled on okay. Trousers was a shocker as well. He's ended up right out the back. 1, 2 and 9. Divvies are through. The winner, Brorama Star, has paid $17.360. Cavallo Bruno $3.90 and Silk Shamrock $2.90. Quinella $68.40. The exacta $141.50. The trifecta $1,766.40, and the running double, a pair of ones, paid $77 even. Next, the PFD Food Services Stakes. Emergencies are out, 16 to run in the 5th at 3 o'clock.
There's Hale inside of those, and then DB Bell looking to sneak in somewhere. Momentarily caught around Prince of Tops and Ringo, and then Sharp Hooks and Tesora, who was last on the inside, as Harry Run takes the front of the St Ledger a circuit to make. The local galloper Devious is second, and the favourite Hale is going to end up getting the run of the race, third on the inside. Mojo was fourth with a little more than a length to Ringo, covered up by Aero Praise as they run out of the straight, and then DB Bell 3 out around Prince of Tops. Tesoro inside of that pair. and Sharp Hooks was a length and a half last of all. So that's the order as they run up into the back of the track. 1,700 metres to travel, and Harrier Runners calling the shots for Michael Walker. 2 lengths devious. The order's the same. Back on the inside is Hale, who travels well in the mid stages of the race. Mojo was 4th, Ringo 5th on the inside, and then Aero Praise. DB Bell looking to inch just a touch closer. She wants to travel a bit at the 1,400 metres. Tesoro is next inside of Prince of Toffs, and a bit more than a length to Sharp Hooks, who was last of all. So it's still Harrier Run dictating the pace towards the 1,200 metres. O'Sullivan made a quick bid down the back of the track. He's gone up, had a shot with the front on the second favourite, DB Bell. Harrier Run kicks up on the inside though, doesn't hand up the fence. Right behind them, Hale getting the cosy run. The next over on the outside as they run off the back is Prince of Toffs and Devious in the centre. A little more speed went on as O'Sullivan attacked the pace. Off the back of the 900 metres, 2 to Ringo and Mojo together. Then Aero Praise, Sharp Hooks, and the last Tesoro as the St Ledger field run past the 750 metres, and Harrier Run, DB Bell, and now Prince of Toffs around them. 3 on the pace. Noel Harris and Hale just awaiting space, and behind them urged a bit there to get up onto the nickel, coming to the home corner, and on the nickel he got as they come around the home corner. Then Devious and Mojo on the swing, Harrier Run and DB Bell, and then we've got now Hale, a beautiful gap presented for him, and he takes advantage. Hale goes after Harrier Run, who's fighting on. Wider out, Mojo's running on. Tesoro from a long way back. It's Hale in front, Mojo finishing quickly. Harris asks Hale for the effort, and the response is there. The class caliper in front of Mojo, and Hale goes down to win the St Ledger. Very easy win. Mojo a big run second. Harrier Run, I think, held third, just in front of Prince of Toffs. Devious behind these runners then has been Ringo, Tesoro, DB Bell, Aero Praise, and Sharp Hooks.
He's coming to Sydney after winning the St Ledger in New Zealand, paying $1.70, $1.20. Noel Harris for Bruce Marsh. Well, can Yuga Chaka add another scalp to her lineup of success? Yuga Chaka is the favourite at Rosehill. Joe McKinnon.
Yes, she dominates the betting here at about $2.60. They're heading to the barriers for the Phar Lap Stakes, a Group 2 event over 1,500 metres. Wayne Harris.
The line is just about right. It is. Ready to go now. This is the 4th of the day, the Prologue Phar Lap Stakes. Yuga Chaka, all the rage. And they're off this time, and Vita got the best of the start. Commencing pretty well was Arlington Road. Patton's up there in the 3rd spot, followed closely by Grand Juror, and here's Keys taking up a forward posse as they settle down. Yuga Chaka in a lovely position, and then a gap on the inside to Athens. Pirouettes is midfield, followed by Swing and Miss and Xavier Cooter, then Rodolphus Barrowin, and 2 lengths to Gordo. Down the back of the track in the direction of the 1,000 marker, and Jimmy Cassidy has Arlington Road leading the way. Patton second, Vita back third, Keys 4th, and then Stormforce in the centre, and wider out on the track next is Grand Juror, followed by the New Zealander Athens, a length of the hot pot Yuga Chaka, followed by Swing and Mist, and then Pirouettes, followed a length and a half further back Rodolphus. Over on the rails is St Xavier from Cooter. Barrowin, and Gordo brings up the rear. 700 left to travel, at Arlington Road leads the way, a length and a half on Pattons. Keys holding the rails, and then Vita Stormforce between Athens the inside. Grand Juror wider out, and then Yuga Chaka, followed by Swing and Miss, Rodolphus, and then Pirouettes and Xavier, Barrowin, Cooter and Gordo into the straight, and 400 ahead of them here. Arlington Road a length and a half on Pattons and Keys. On the outside, Vita, and now Yuga Chaka is letting rip from Grand Juror. Athens nearer to the inside, and right up against the fence is Gordo. Here's Yuga Chaka out after Arlington Road. Arlington Road a half in front. Slowly but surely the filly is bridging the gap. Yuga Chaka, Arlington Road still in front. Yuga won't get there. Arlington Road narrowly from Yuga Chaka, with Gordo third and Keys 4th. Then Pirouettes, Grand Juror, Swing and Miss, Barrowin, Vita, Athens, Pattons, followed by Stormforce.